Were you able to watch the riot live? And if so, did you watch it at home or at school?
I only watched like a minute of it, and then I had to leave for bowling practice, I think. I didn't really realize what happened until like 2 days later when I heard about it on the radio.
I was able to watch the riot live and I watched it at my house. I was definitely in shock. It felt like I was watching like a movie or something. I couldn't really believe that that was actually happening.
A lot of people kind of see it as like a huge, momentous thing, and they're gonna like destroy our country and stuff and rip it apart. The ideas of like America and the core values have been around for like hundreds of years. So a bunch of like conspiracy theorists aren't gonna change all that and topple country.
Do you think that it is somewhat Donald Trump's fault that the protests gained momentum and emotion enough to storm the Capitol?
I don't want to blame Trump 100% for this because like I don't think he meant to insinuate violence, like literally break into the Capitol, but it's definitely his fault that he got his supporters super riled up by saying the election is false and that he should have won.
And if he said that, he lost, then that could have stopped. Because that was like the original, like stepping stones. Like election was fraud. Fake government. Then it just kind of spiraled and snowballed out of control. But I think he could have prevented that over the last like 4 months.
A lot of people are comparing this event to the Black Lives Matter protests and the fact that like the National Guard was late to the riot at the Capitol. In instances with different BLM protests, they were more aggressive. Do you think that it should have been handled at Capitol Hill differently?
There should have been a more immediate response when they got into the Capitol. They should have been tear gassed way earlier.
I definitely agree that the National Guard did not handle these two protests equally at all. With the Black Lives Matter, there was so much violence from the law enforcement and police and all that. But with this, there was not enough law enforcement there to protect the Capitol from being invaded.
I think it was slightly different than some of the BLM because they're like marching on highways and they could have gotten like run over. But it was like the proportions for that were way out of control.
Do you think there is a chance that Donald Trump is right about the election being fraudulent or that some votes may have been fake?
I think in literally every single election in the world, there's people faking votes to try and get who they want in power. But I don't think it would have been great enough to sway the outcome of the election.